Good morning, children. So today we are going to learn an interesting chapter from your syllabus. That is friction. I think this word already familiar to you. In the previous lesson, we learned that friction is a contact force, right? Friction is a contact force. So in this chapter, we are going to learn detailing what you mean by friction in our daily life, where we are experiencing friction. Friction has any advantages or disadvantages, and what are the types of frictions. These are we are going to learn in this chapter detailing. So let's begin our class today. So let's start our class with a small activity, right? So if you are sitting on the chair, just stretch your both hands forward and start to rub your hands. Rub your hands fastly. What are you feeling? You can feel some hotness on your hands, right? Where does the heat generated on your hands? How do you think why? Okay. Another example I will tell you. As soon as you are rubbing the matchstick on the sides on the matchbox, it got fire and heat also generated. How does the heat generated there as soon as when you are rubbing the matchstick on the sides of the matchbox? How do you think? Why does or how does the heat generated on there? Okay. Another example. We will go for another example. Have you ever seen the shoes of a sportsman? It is specially designed. We can see some spikes on their shoes. Do you think what are the use of those spikes on their shoes? So if we want to know all this answer, we have to learn the term friction. So let's have a detailed study of friction. So let's see how to define friction. So here, suppose this is a football. It is on the ground at rest. Fine. And I am going to kick the football. What will happen to the football? It started to move. It started to move. Is it move continuously like that? No. After some time, automatically the football will stop somewhere. Is it or not? Who stops that football there? It automatically stops. How? How it automatically stop there? Here, experiencing a force which opposes the motion of the football. Which opposed to the motion of the football, or which against the motion of the football. Some force is experiencing there. Some force is experiencing there which opposes the motion of the football. So what is that force which opposes the motion of an object? So when an object is in motion, some force is experiencing there which opposes the motion of that object. What is that force? That force we call as frictional force. Understood? So here you can see both football and the surface is in contact. So here experiencing a opposition force. So here we can say that here which force is experiencing here? Frictional force is experiencing. Because of that, the football automatically stopped there. Because which force? Frictional force. So frictional force we can define that frictional force is a contact force which comes to play only when two objects are in contact. Can we say? Frictional force is a contact force which comes to play when two bodies are in contact. Here what are those bodies? Here we can say that here the football and the ground. Okay. Then which force is experienced there? Frictional force. Frictional force always opposes the motion of the object. That's why the football stops there. Understood? Friction. So let us discuss what are the advantages of friction. Is there any advantages in our daily life? Of course. Friction has very important role in our daily life. Without friction, our life is meaningless. I will tell you a few examples, then you will also understand how important this friction is in our daily life. Okay, let us discuss what are the advantages of friction. The first one is we can able to walk on the road without slipping. Is it or not? Suppose friction is not there, we couldn't able to walk on the road, we couldn't able to run. So friction is important to us, right? Next, we can drive vehicles on the road because of friction only. There is a friction between the tires and road. That's why we can able to drive the vehicles on the road. Holding the object in your hand. Suppose I am writing with this marker on the board. I can able to hold this marker on my hands because of friction. If the friction is not there, it will slip from my hand. You are writing pen on your book, that is because of friction. Okay? So friction is useful or not? Of course it is useful, right? The next is we can able to construct buildings. Suppose friction is not there, these all buildings will collapse. So there is a friction between the building and the ground because the buildings are remains like that, whatever we are constructing. Is it or not? So friction is very, very useful. Next, we can able to fix nails on the walls. That is also because of friction only. Applying brakes to the vehicles. That means if we are applying the brakes to the vehicle will stop there. Suppose the friction is not there, what will happen? If we are applying the brakes also, the vehicle doesn't stop there. Once imagine it, we can't imagine that. So friction is useful there also. So in daily life, once you think wherever it is experiencing friction, almost everywhere friction is experiencing, right? And another very important, flying of aeroplanes, that is also because of friction only. So like that, if you observe your surrounding, so many things are connected, so many activities, so many daily life activities are connected with the friction. Out of some of the example only I explained here. So you just once observe your surrounding and collect more examples wherever we are experiencing friction. Okay, will you do or not? What do you have to do? You have to observe the surroundings and you have to observe the daily life activities, and wherever we are experiencing friction, you collect an information. Okay, you must do it. So these are the some advantages of friction. So we discussed a lots of advantages of friction, right? Is there any disadvantages of this friction? Yes, some of the disadvantages of the friction also we have to learn. So I already told you, when the first activity I told you to rub the hands, what you felt? You can feel some heat, hotness on your hands. That means we understood that friction can produce heat. So some of the time friction can produce a lots of heat which may damage some of the moving machine parts. So that moving machine parts slowly it will get damaged and it will destroy. So it is one of the disadvantages of friction. Because friction is producing more heat, because of that it damages the machine parts. The next thing is friction produces wear and tear on the contacting surface. What it means? Wear and tear on the contacting surface. Best example I will tell you. Have you ever observed the sole of your school shoes? Is it same like that in the beginning? No. That the sole of the shoes got damaged. Why? Because you are usually wearing the school shoes. So usually contacting your sole of the shoe and the ground. So there is a tear, and where will happen? That means because of that, the sole of your shoes automatically will damage slowly because of friction. So is it a disadvantages? Yes. And also it causes the wear and tear to the machine parts also. Tires also automatically slowly it will get damaged. Right. And I always told you these shoe soles, machine parts. So in these cases and all, these are all contacting surface only. Machine always contacting surface to the ground or somewhere. Tires always contacting with the surface. So there what is happening? Tear and wear will happen. So because of that, what will happen? It will get a damage. So friction causes some damages also, right? To the machine parts, to the tires, so shoes of yours, soles and all. So some disadvantages, not so many, but some disadvantages for friction also. Understood? So what we learned today? What is friction? In our daily life, where we are experiencing friction, right? Some of the examples we explained, and what are the advantages and disadvantages of friction. Understood? So I think you understood the topics today what we explained, and go through the textbook once read the textbook, and if you are getting any doubt, message me. Okay, my dear children, have a nice day. Thank you.